Hello, Sagittarius. This is going to be your mid-month reading for October. I hope you're doing amazing. If you're new, my name is Amber. Hello. If you're returning, thank you for lending your energy to the channel, our little soul tribe. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to know when the next video will be posted or notified, hit that little bell button. Also, I do private readings. If you need one, I'll be more than happy to help you out. Links in the description box below, or you can go to the website right there. And I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Yeah, okay. So, we do have a Facebook and an Instagram. There I post additional content, transits, memes, things like that, new moon, full moon energy. Check it out. We also have a Patreon if you want to get these readings super early, and I post extra content there, extra videos about energy shifts. Please remember that this is a general reading, Sagittarius. If it doesn't fit, don't make it. You don't want those problems. And we'll jump right in. Let me spray the area and the energy from the other readings. All right. So let's pray. Okay. Sagittarius, you're going through some healing. I feel like you're assessing your life and what you're putting your action and energy into. I feel like I almost feel like you're trying to heal a relationship. There's like an assessment if something is worth your time or not. I feel like it's versus. So it's your like healing a situation versus being happy. You know, it's really about assessing what you have spent time and effort in at this point. I feel like you're seeing something for what it is. It's kind of like thinking that you have a garden and then stepping back and realize that it's all weeds. You and your loved ones are safe. Yeah, you're not doing this out of anger. You're not doing this out of need or want or from a desire or low vibration. You're doing these things from a high vibration because you care. But at the same time, you're being receptive to how you feel about a situation. It's not about the other person or making excuses for them. It's about how you feel about it. How it's nurturing you. Are you reliving something from the past? Or not? Yeah, I feel like you have more optimism. This is getting out of holding on to something and having more optimism for what could happen in the future, or optimism on life. So you're not like overly focused on healing something or maintaining a situation in your environment. It's about you. and all of your possibilities. It's funny because the fire, you fire signs have been pretty consistent with that message. It's like you need to listen to your environment and what it's telling you. The situations that you're in, what are they telling you? It's like they're whispering a little song to you. Yeah, unleash the wild from within. Yeah. Sagittarius, I know this sounds weird, but I feel like you need to reconnect with nature again. With like cycles. With like the cycles of the world, the cycles of everything. This is about releasing control. This is also about doing what feels right to you, not what you feel like you should do, even though you don't know how someone else is going to react to it. That's not what's important. It is about nurturing yourself. Getting back to who you are. Spending time with spirit. Connecting with your spirit guides. Your intuition, your inner wisdom. Absolutely. It's like self-reflecting on your own life and your own happiness, regardless of someone else's interactions or interference in that. This is about you. Getting back to feeling good about yourself, your environment, the things that are surrounding you. You don't have to save everybody, Sagittarius. Okay, we have mountain, strength, ocean, ebb and flow, and rain, purification. I do want to point out that all this has to do with nature. I'm telling you, it's about getting you back into your flow. I'm a big believer in the cycles of the earth. You know, like the life and death cycles and the cycles of the seasons and things like that. Because how else could the divine communicate with us besides the things that we encounter every day, you know? The sunrise, the sunset, all that jam. And I feel like you need to connect back with the cycle of like the world, the universe, the earth. Because, you know, it's here to nurture us, you know? Yeah, so it's time to realize that, Sagittarius, life is not all about triumphs and getting over mountains and dealing with complications. It's time for you to like step back from that and get back into the flow of spirit, life, the cycles, who you are, you know, kind of like cleanse yourself of all that idea that things have to be heavy in order to move. It's about starting over for you. So getting out of hard situations or tough situations that you feel like you gotta unravel. You don't have to. This is about taking a step back for sure. It's almost like you need to let something, let go and let God, as they say. I get a lot of release from this. Okay. Yeah, it's about you getting back to your strength. There's a moment of assessment, like self-assessment, of your environment that brings this about. You know, it's about you finding your own, like, internal peace here. But it starts with you, you know. Knight of Cups, Four of Cups, Two of Swords, Six of Swords, Strength. There's that lion I saw in that vision. World, Queen of Cups, Four of Swords, Lovers, and on the bottom we have the Moon. Yeah, so you have 3 major arcana cards. They're here close to the bottom. Yeah, it's about you building strength in what is. And that's going to help bring in a new cycle for you. To end the old one and bring in a new. But you have to accept the new cycle is what I'm getting. It's going to be one of those, like, decisions you have to make because you feel like there's a lot of temptation to keep doing what you're doing, or that it's going to affect other people or a situation that you don't honestly really need anymore. So on the bottom of the deck we have the Moon. Oh Lord, how many major arcanas in there? So on the bottom of the deck we do have the Moon. What I get from this card is I feel very fickle with this. Like every decision you make has a sort of block in it. Or like no choice that you're gonna make during this time is going to be an easy one, but it's bringing things to the surface that need to be seen, that need to be dealt with, and you're going to be happy that you just made a move anyway. Okay, so let's see what's under here. I'm working, baby. I can't play with you right now. I can't play with you right now. Okay, so then we have the Nine of Wands and the King of Swords at the bottom. Let me pet him for a second, because if I don't, I won't be doing this. Okay. Okay, so Nine of Wands and the Queen of Swords. This talks about burdens you feel like you need to take on is what they're saying to me. Yeah, you're feeling like you're doing it out of grace or for the goodness of your heart, right? You've kind of like made a decision that this is what you were supposed to do. You feel like it's the smartest thing to do, the right thing to do, or the logical thing to do. But you have to keep in mind with the Justice card, balance and what's right. And you know, it's nice to think about someone else's feelings, yes. But you also have to put yourself in the situation as well. I feel like you've been trying to do what was right anyway. But it's either with all these cards combined, it's either not getting you anywhere, or there needs to be an actual decision made. You know? Not just because you're burdened and feel like you have to make a decision or you have to keep pushing something. Okay. So I feel like you're being kind, either to family, friends, or someone that you're with. I feel like you don't want to cut them off. I feel like you don't want to be separated. And you're trying your best to help, be of service, or be the nurturing factor in the relationship or situation. The thing that worries me with the Four of Cups is it's not really getting you anywhere, okay? When it comes to the scheme of things, I feel like it's not really helping you. You feel like you need to take on these burdens or be the person that brings in the balance, you know, but you're doing it out of care and love. It's not like you're doing it for any other reason. But there is a diffusion, uh, a choice that needs to be made here. I feel like you're thinking about the group or this scenario as a whole, but someone's only thinking about themselves. They're unmotivated to look at it as a group thing as well, or the both of you. But a decision needs to be made. I do feel like it's something that you don't want to leave behind because you care about it, but you're putting on a lot of burden to yourself by dealing with this. I almost get savior complex with this situation. Yeah, it's like you're trying to block out the negative of the situation and be the positive factor in it. It's definitely time to move to calmer waters, I see here. I feel like that's what you've been trying to do anyway with this situation. But you have to start thinking about yourself, because I feel like you haven't been thinking about yourself. It's going to take a lot of strength in order for you to do that, because I feel like you're going to feel like a bad person, or that you're leaving someone out in the cold. But this cycle it's been a difficult choice, and you haven't received out of it what you're supposed to. So it's been like a catch-22. Like, you're helping out of love and care, and you want to be that person, but at the same time you have to think about yourself. But I feel like the cycle has ended. It's time for that to end, is what I'm seeing here, because it's not getting anywhere. It's like empty. And it's time to move forward for yourself. So this is about getting back into the flow of things. The flow of things. You know, getting back to the nitty gritty, the beginning, where you're naked and exposed, is what I'm getting. Okay, so by moving on from this, from feeling like you have to be the one to give love, to give affection, to fix things, you are actually listening to your intuition that's telling you to take care of yourself, that there needs to be a change. So I feel like you're nurturing yourself, you're cleansing yourself of that, but I do feel like it's confusing because you feel like you're leaving something behind that you should probably work on. But that's about you building confidence within yourself and knowing that you're right. You know, I know that sounds weird, but yeah. So know that you're taking care of yourself by putting whatever this is to a rest. Okay? You don't have to keep trying to fight this battle. You have to keep trying to be everyone's strength in the situation. You have to make the choice for yourself to end this. I feel like there's temptation in the stillness. Like, you don't like the stillness or the quiet of it all. But you have to be strong. You're not going to get the response that you need to get. Okay? So you're going to have to find that response within yourself. That the best thing for you to do is to make a decision to end this cycle. Okay? I feel like it's the best thing to do for you to find peace here. Because I feel like someone else is just uninterested in the way that you are. Because they feel like you're going to save it. They feel like you're going to fix it. I feel they're saying to me again. So I feel like this is something that you have dealt with before. But for some reason, it feels like it hasn't been going on that long enough for you to get stuck in it, to not make the decision. But with all these major arcana cards, it's like here in your face for you to do it. It almost feels like you think that you're being cold, but that's not what it is, Sagittarius. It's really not. You're just detaching from something because you're listening to yourself, your intuition, your spirit, and it's telling you that there needs to be a change, that you need to step back, that you need to take a moment, right? So no way is the comfortable way, is what I'm getting with this moon card. No way is the comfortable way, but you have to bring integrity into the situation to initiate some sort of equal fairness. Okay? All right. I'm also hearing you feel like you're a better person now, or a nicer person than you were, like you have changed, and you feel like that will be going back into a place that wasn't necessarily so nice, but that this is different because you're doing it out of care. You're not doing it out of angst or being angry. Okay, I do feel like this person is going to be nasty in a very passive aggressive way, but it's more of a way to keep ego. Okay, all right, so let's see what the cards have additionally. Oop. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups, Eight of Swords in reverse, Two of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse. Yep. Three of Cups, Four of Wands in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse, the Star. I don't know how these cards keep shifting over. That was in a perfect place. Knight of Wands, Five of Swords in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups in reverse. The King of Cups in reverse is telling me about being manipulated by your emotions. I feel like that's what's been keeping you here. Yeah, with the Chariot in reverse. Okay. So basically your emotions and your feelings and your gratitude and your care has been keeping you stuck in a situation that hasn't been moving towards the goal that you had set in mind. Okay. Yeah. So I get very nurturing energy with you, Sagittarius. You've been trying to be very nurturing about a situation, and because of that, I feel like it has a sense of emptiness to it, kind of like this is what's supposed to happen. They expect this of you, for you to come in and save the day or to do something to make it better, almost leaving them just maintaining or being a yes man to you. I feel you don't want to be trapped in that cycle anymore, because you're starting to see that you're starting to get a glimpse of the lack of care. Not as much care as you are putting in. You know what I'm saying? So you're seeing that it's unbalanced. It's unbalanced. The union is off, or you don't feel the same about a situation. The catch-22 is about leaving it or keeping it. I feel like you're thinking or weighing the pros and cons of the situation. Leaning more towards leaving it, convincing yourself to keep it, pretty much. So you've definitely been trying to get into or figure out the flow, okay, of happiness in the situation, of making it work. I feel like that's what you're coming from. But as you move forward, you're starting to see that yes, you have it. Yes, you're in it. Yes, you have attained it, but it's not making you as happy as you want it to. But you have been maintaining your composure, I want to say, during the situation. And for some reason, something is lifting the veil of illusion or your dreamy state that you were in, probably like when you first met someone. And you're starting to see that there needs to be an end. You know, you do want your wishes to come true with the Star. But I feel like they're telling me work. Yeah, the Moon in reverse. So you do want your wishes to come true, but the truth has to be revealed. You know, this is almost like a fear of leaving something behind because you're not sure what the change will bring. But the truth is the key. And once the key is actualized, once it's realized and that door is in front of you, you're like, I'm going to open that door. You can tell yourself you're not going to open that door, but you're going to get really tired of standing on the other side. So, yeah. I see once you make that effort or that move, you're going to start moving fast. It almost feels really abrupt, you know, that this is happening and you're trying to nurture yourself along the way. You know, the focus here is getting yourself out of a cycle because you haven't been winning. It's like you've been maintaining but really losing, you know. Just because you think you hit a win doesn't mean that you're progressing any. And you're starting to see that your intuition is bringing that to your attention. Once you put this to rest. I do feel like someone is upset about the change. They're trying to be quiet. I get very passive aggressive energy here. I feel like this was an opportunity for them to stand up, to say something, to do something different, and they don't. Okay? I feel like they don't. They're too tempted by their own ego. Yeah, with the Ten of Swords in reverse. They're too tempted by their own ego. They could have made a change, but I don't see that. I see you being patient. It's hard to make the change, you moving on with your life, leaving something behind, but I see you taking the time to balance to do that for yourself. Okay, Sagittarius? Sorry, I was looking for my journaling cards. Okay. So your first card is, what is my mission in life? What self-limiting beliefs have I been clinging to? And what is the most spontaneous thing I've ever done, and how did it make me feel? And they're telling me to pull a affirmation card for you in love, so that's what I'm going to do. Pleasure. I give myself permission to feel pleasure, and I let that pleasure rush into my life in a decadent display of over-the-top abundance. Then I realize that pleasure has been waiting at my door for the whole time. It's just that pleasure doesn't knock on doors because loud noise isn't super pleasant, right? Because you have to walk into it yourself. Beautiful. All right, Sagittarius, thank you for being here. I love you. I'll talk to you later. I'll see you for the love readings next week. Bye-bye.